Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for October 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, this is your monthly reading for October. I can't believe that we're in October already, but here we are. The year is flying on by, as usual. Now, we've officially moved into Libra season, which may influence you to seek new horizons, start new projects, expand your knowledge or reach, be curious, and embark on new travel destinations. Now, also, it's a perfect time to get creative, get deeper clarity on your desires, whilst at the same time strengthening relationships with the important people in your lives. This month, it should all be about balance and harmony. However, we have the last eclipse of the year occurring, and it is a big one. It's a solar eclipse that occurs during a new moon, which can actually trigger some major reality checks and literally fling you out of your comfort zone. Now, eclipses, they actually offer shocking but positive personal revelations to shift perspective or even course correct to get you back on track to do what is right for you or to do things that you really love doing. Now, it can also radically change an important relationship in your life or see you start an important relationship, whether it's love-related, business-related, or even friendship. Now, combining Mercury's influence this month can also indicate some surprising news comes your way. It doesn't have to be negative, but whatever it is always for your highest good. Now, this eclipse plus the new moon, it actually increases your manifestation potential. So let me just break that down, because eclipses, they amplify energy, okay? They bring radical change, and you have the Death card, and you also have the Judgment card twice. So there's some big changes happening here for you this month when it comes to your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and goals. We'll tap into that more in a moment. But the new moon actually offers a lot of potential. It's about anything new that you start, really getting amplification and being very, very prosperous. So, if this was to occur on a full moon, for example, then of course that will be all about letting go, releasing things, and basically being really honest with yourself to admit what is no longer working for you. But because the eclipse, and it is the Ring of Fire eclipse, so that's all about things that you're passionate about, this is about you tapping into your potential. So this is a perfect time to, manifest, because you need to get clear on what you want and then stride boldly forward towards it, for the universe shall actually work with your energy to achieve it and help you get a prosperous outcome. Now, I would also say make those wishes and manifestations before the 9th of October, of course, because Jupiter, planet of good luck and prosperity, it will retrograde, and it will not turn direct until February 2025, when the energy will stabilize again. Now, we also have Pluto, planet of life-altering change. You can see where this month is going. It also dips back into the sign of Capricorn, and that'll occur on the 11th of October. So we may see some transformations in terms of finances, but ultimately on a personal level, Pluto can help detox, can help you declutter, articulate yourself effectively to have your needs met. And of course, it can build a deeper relationship with your inner self. So we also have that super full moon. It's all about energy this month, amplified as well. So you may have a few issues trying to sleep there, but I feel like you'll get back on track as the month closes. It'll be brief, just so you're aware. But the super full moon on the 17th, it will ask you to pay more attention to your health and make long-lasting changes to improve your well-being. You will literally commit 100% to self-improvement this month. And whatever it is that you align yourself with in October, it will actually amplify way into 2025. So make sure you do more things that you love doing, which is great for you because your 5th house of fun is activated this month. Because October, it will literally act as a mirror of what to expect next year. And it's a potent time to release any heavy energy, anxiety, and basically step into empowerment for the next part of your journey. Yes, October, it will be a bit of a bumpy ride to navigate, but actually on a personal level, it yields so many rewards and revelations that aid you with the next steps on your path. And we do close the month with my favorite time of year, Samhain, or Halloween to some. And this really is a magical time, and it's a perfect time to light a candle for the ancestors, to offer up a moment of gratitude for their struggle opened the pathway for us to thrive. Now, the veil shall be the thinnest during this period, so expect messages from loved ones in spirit in the form of feathers, coins, and scent, just to let you know that they're there, protecting you, sending lots of unconditional love, and are guiding you towards greater things, as you deserve the best in life. Now, let's get straight to your cards. We've got the Death card. The name of the game for you this month is transformation and change. Something big is ending for you. You got the Judgment card here and the Ace of Cups. For some of you, this could be your single status. You know, this could be either you're going to be in a high-level commitment, or if you're in a high-level commitment, could be that this person's going to put a ring on it, as it were. But also, I feel, you know, this could be more to do with something that you have been forging a way to achieve and accomplish, because the Judgment card is actually all about your sense of purpose, okay? And the Death card is transforming. So, I mean, I feel you could be tweaking a plan, but ultimately something that you have been trying to accomplish in your life is being offered to you by the universe this month, and I feel it's something you're going to grab with both hands, an opportunity coming in. But I feel like you've had to make some radical changes in your life to make this happen. You've been sacrificing a lot of your time and your energy to make this, you know, become your reality, and I feel that's something that's going to occur in the month of October there for you. Now, really random, you know, I'm being given an image in the water and I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading, so you're going to have to help me with this one because it's so random, but I'm seeing like a slice of watermelon on the floor, okay? Now, watermelon, it could indicate that, you know, you're paying close attention to electrolytes this month, making sure that you pay close attention to your well-being. So maybe watermelon is a thing. Maybe it's an image or a sign that you're going to see in the next coming weeks or months that indicates something's going to be very fruitful for you. If you're someone who is in business, for example, could be that you're about to encounter a person who has watermelon as a business logo, or maybe you have it incorporated in your logo. I mean, you know, watermelons are all about opulence, about abundance. They tend to represent prosperity. So it could be that, you know, you're going to get a slice of prosperity in the month of October, and it's going to be very, very rewarding. It's on your path. That's why it's on the floor. I mean, for some of you, it may literally mean that you're going to find a piece of watermelon on the floor. This will be your sign or symbol that change is afoot and something is being offered to you, okay? Now, remember, the Ace of Cups doesn't mean it has to be love. It can be that, you know, there is something that you've been yearning for and the universe is delivering that. So whether it's an opportunity on your path, whether it's a project or love, or it is basically you trying to manifest new rewards, I feel like you're going to have your day. It's going to happen for you, okay? There's a lot of really positive energy here for you. But this is your protagonist energy, okay? This pile is how you're approaching the month of October. These are the energies that could go against you briefly. And of course, this is the outcome energy. And the Death card indicates you're looking at endings this month, okay? So a lot of you may be looking at like contracts that are ending, service providers, basically any services that you use. It could be that they are ending and you're thinking about renewing contracts with them. It could be subscriptions, for example. Could also be that you are transforming your life to either move, relocate, or move from one position to another. But, you know, the Death card can symbolize that you're going through a rebirth. You know, suddenly, after a long period of feeling like a little bit lost, because I feel like you've been chipping away at something here, and it's kind of not dented your confidence, but it just feels like you've been drifting or felt a little bit bereft, even though you've got a goal. Even though you've been working hard and investing all your energy into that goal, I feel like, you know, there's been an energy of, does it get better? is this going to improve? And the Death card symbolizes a transformation where if you've been feeling stagnant or immobile, or there's been a resistance, a blockage on your path, suddenly, you know, this is it being removed for you. But also I see a lot of you looking at what is old and familiar that you must shed. So whether it's a bad habit, whether it's you enabling a certain person's behavior, or whether it is a different approach to a goal or a dream, I feel rebirth with this card. If you really think about the butterfly itself, you know, the caterpillar starts its journey, goes off into the chrysalis, and, you know, basically dissolves its sense of self. And as you can see there, we've got a 7 of Swords. You can see this person, it's like rebirth. You know, there's chipping away at, you know, something on the surface in order to reveal what's underneath. So this can happen for you in so many ways. This could be a personal revelation, could also be you seeing a person with new eyes. But also I feel this is you chipping away at something that you've wanted to accomplish for such a long time. Whether it's a personal endeavor, you know, whether you've been hitting the gym all the time and you've not been seeing any of the results, whether you've been trying to finish a book that you're writing, or whether it's you're trying to launch a career, or some of you may have been in a career and either you experienced a redundancy, or you left a place that was toxic, or you've just been feeling really stuck and you want something new. I feel there is new energy afoot here that kind of revitalizes your spirits, okay? So please apply it to your situation. It's going to be different for everybody, but the Death card signals a harbinger of change, and you are that catalyst for change because it is your protagonist energy. You know, I feel this energy of you spreading your wings, exploring new things, and you know, you've got a lot of wings in your reading because we've got the Judgment card there as well. So paying close attention to your sense of purpose, getting clarity, major decision this month. I feel like some of you, you know, you may kind of like preempt something. It almost feels like you preempt something and you remove yourself from it before it has the potential to be difficult. Okay, so let me see how that could manifest. So for example, if you know, you have a group of friends and there's 2 people who are a little bit like tetchy at each other, I feel like you may remove yourself from the scenario before things get really critical. You feel, actually, I'm not getting involved in that drama. That's your drama, not mine. You're there to support both sides. I feel like you're not getting involved, though. It feels very much like you're removing yourself. So I feel a lot of you are basically protecting your inner peace and focusing on your own needs this month, not in a selfish way, but I feel like you need to channel your energy into something. And I see a lot of you actually revamping a project or revamping a look, or just, it just feels like you're breathing new life into something that you felt had ended. Okay, so please take that as it resonates. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that. I mean, major energy I'm getting, and it's probably because I can see a trumpet there, but it could be that some of you, like, you may revamp your music career, or if you used to play an instrument, you may pick it up, and some of you may revisit songs that you used to listen to for a long time that you were obsessed about, but you've sort of like forgotten about it. It may be that this song comes up on the radio and suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, I love that song. Why have I not been listening to that song? So I just get an energy of you returning to either a hobby or a creative endeavor, maybe even some sort of sporting event, or simply be like a book that you read a long time ago that you think, you know what, I want to submerge myself in that again. So this is also an indication of second chances for you. Even if you feel like you've had many opportunities and things did not go in your favor, I feel like there is more opportunities for you to thrive, and it just feels like you're being given another opportunity. So even if you're in a career, for example, and you're doing really well, I feel like there is a way to branch out or diversify in some way, and there's another opportunity coming in that's going to make you and your family or the people that you care about really happy. I feel like financially, creative endeavor, I feel like there's more money, second streams of income. For some of you, this could be that you're trying something out, explorative energy there, and I feel it's like 2 paths, okay? That's what the Judgment card is. You're presented with 2 paths, and some of you may be like, okay, this path is great for me, but also I'm really curious to see what this path could yield. So some of you, it's like, could I have the best of both worlds? Because you start with the Judgment card there and you end with the Judgment card. So the answer is yes. I feel like you can sort of experience two paths. There's a lot of duality in your reading this month. So I see it being very explorative, trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And I also feel like balance and harmony, of course, very important there. But with the Ten of Cups, it means you're going to be focused more on your sense of fulfillment for you and the people that you care about. So spending more time with the people that you love. Of course, your fifth house is influencing you, and that's all about the pursuit of pleasure. Really letting your hair down, going out there, having fun, accepting invitations, going to festivals, coming out of your comfort zone, seeking more excitement and spontaneity. Some of you may also channel your energy into creative endeavors or start something new there, something you're called to do, because this month, of course, is all about your calling. And if you have been in a love relationship for quite some time, this could be you reigniting that love for each other and keeping things fresh, bringing that spark back into relationships, maybe going on date nights, for example. Really hard to do if you're a parent, for example, but I feel like you could call in, you know, a childminder there, or get a family member to hold the fort whilst you go and have some alone time there too. I mean, whether you're a parent or not, I feel this month is all about having fun, but also the 11th house is there, which is about enjoying what you do and connecting to your hopes and wishes. And there's something here that you've been wishing for, you've been calling out to the universe for, and the universe is basically saying, I heard your call and I'm listening and now I'm delivering. But with the Nine of Swords there at the end of the month, I feel there's an energy here of don't worry, okay? Because you've also got the Temperance there, which is like temper your fears and your worries. I heard your call. You are going to get what you've been working hard towards, and I feel like the universe is about to offer it to you. And for some of you, when you're offered this opportunity, I feel like there is an energy of like, oh my gosh, I've got the opportunity. Now, can I maintain it? Can I sustain it? Is this going to be long-term? So there could be, you know, just a little bit of anxiety there at the end of the month because of that. But the Nine of Swords is calling to me a little bit, and I feel it's more connected to sleep, okay? I feel like better sleeping patterns, because especially at the end of the month, I did mention that we have that super full moon on the 17th, and it's going to just affect sleeping patterns, okay? So I feel like you may have some problems sleeping at the end of the month, but it's something that will pass. It's only brief. Now, we do have that Ace of Cups, so this is about investing everything you've got to make, you know, the life that you aspire to work. And when you get the Ace of Cups there, this is a card of, you know, joy, of hope, of potential. And I feel this month has got so much potential, but you must follow your heart and listen to your inner compass there. I also feel like you're going to find a lot of abundance and joy even in the darkest of places. So I feel if you've been going through a bit of a tough time, I feel there are some amazing good times on their way for you there. I would say there's some really great financial news coming in for you as well. We have a Ten of Pentacles there. So this indicates stability. A lot of you are looking at generational wealth as well, creating structures, and you may be offered some really great advice by someone regarding a financial structure, and you will look into it yourself. I feel it's important to do your own due diligence there, but ultimately I feel it could help you with regards to the economic market and how volatile it is right now. So if someone gives you a piece of advice on how to safeguard your finances, for example, I feel this is the month it's going to come in for you. And it could be like an off-the-cuff comment from a friend that you have, but then you're like, oh, that's interesting. Well, how do you do that? I don't really know anything about that. Maybe something that is connected to the ether, because I'm getting strong internet vibes. So, you know, please take it as it resonates. But also, if someone does give you advice, no matter whether it's financial or otherwise, it's always important to do your own research as well, because what's right for one person may not be right for the other. So I feel this is a very investigative month for you. But also, I feel like you're called to follow your heart. It's as simple as that. I feel like you are someone who is, very sensitive. I feel there is also an energy, because you do have the moon card there. You may be a little bit more sensitive than usual in the middle of the month there. But also, I feel this helps you tap into your goals and dreams. And that 11th house there, it's really all about your manifestation skills. And I feel this is stronger than usual. So set that intention. It's going to work really well for you this month. The universe will deliver people and opportunities to help you, and you may feel a bit more sociable this month as well, and especially if you're in business, networking opportunities are coming in there for you too. Online businesses are going to work a treat if you have one, and I would say that you're going to get an increase in revenue. Whether you're launching something online or whether you're already invested in something online, I feel like you're going to bring in some more financial rewards there too. Now, of course, this card also calls to your emotional well-being. Very important to honor your personal time, and basically it's a period where you are, of course, taking emotional care, but also watching your mental activity, because you tend to overthink a lot of things, especially with that 9 of Swords there. That's a little card of worry. So there could be something that you're worrying about here, but you're going to see that actually, whatever it is, it turns out better than you thought, okay? Because we've got the Temperance card there. So this means that, it's going to ask you to re-examine what's important for you, but at the same time, I feel like everything will balance out. And with patience, you will see that you're on the right track and that everything is coming into fruition for you. But at the same time, there's nothing to worry about, okay? Now, of course, the Ace of Cups is all about your hopes and dreams. And I feel like this is about you manifesting what it is you want, but also bringing your dreams into being. And I feel like you're kind of blending your energies to work with the manifestation energies around you. So this could be that your thoughts are becoming things. Some of you may have felt really scattered recently, but I feel this month you're changing something about your environment is what I'm being given. So whether it is some sort of noise that has been distracting you, or whether it is maybe it's like a loud neighbor. Perhaps you're going to find that that neighbor, they leave, or suddenly they like stop the noise. I feel like there's some sort of change in your environment that helps you focus and be very productive. And I feel like you're singling something out. So I'm just being given like this tunnel vision. So there's one thing that's really important for you this month that you're going to focus on, and I feel you're going to make it your mission to get it done. You're going to be so proud of yourself, because I feel like you get so much done, but in particular, this thing. So whatever it is you're locked onto as your goal for the month of October, because of course it's going to be different for everyone, then of course I feel, you're going to accomplish great things. And I feel a lot of you promoting yourself, very important. Remember that you're really awesome and unique, and that is your superpower. So some of you may think about promoting your work this month if you're an entrepreneur, or even if you're in a career. This is about, stating your talents and your gifts. You're really good at what you do. You're very productive as well. So I feel this is about people noticing what you do, but it doesn't hurt to toot your own horn. Even though I feel like you're not being egotistical and saying, hey, look at me. I feel it's really important to have confidence in your skill set. Now, of course, if you're retired, for example, the Death card energy with the Judgment there, this is all about deepening your belief system. I feel also some of you are wanting to change some aspect of your life right now. For some of you, it's love, okay? But it can also indicate that you're relocating somewhere, or you may be at a distance from a family member, and you may receive a call from this person, or vice versa, you're calling each other. I feel like you yearn to be by each other's side, maybe because of some weather events, okay, is what I'm seeing there with that 9 of Swords. But again, I feel there's nothing to worry about, so just temper your worries and fears, because you have 2 cards here of worry. So whether you're retired or not, I feel some of you are just worried about something, but actually everything is going to work out in your favor. And I feel it's very important to recognize that worry, it just drains us, okay? And we could be utilizing that energy productively elsewhere in our lives. And, our thoughts, if they become laden with worry, then we don't have space for exciting, happy, joyful thoughts. Okay, so some of you are actually managing your stress levels this month, but also looking at what you connect to, what really drains your energy. Like, for example, if we think about the news, right? I don't know if anyone actually watches mainstream news anymore, but if anyone, is noticing the news, it's always like a fearful kind of slogan. It's like, oh my gosh, everything's ending. And it brings up that level of anxiety there. And I feel like you're trying to kind of like break through that and say, actually, I'm disconnecting from that, because you're honoring your inner peace this month in particular. Now, the Moon card is in the resistance position. So this can indicate that some of you have been feeling a bit frustrated, okay? You may feel like you're not as far along as you'd hoped for, but remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be right now for the right opportunities to come in. And I feel like, the Moon card is always the hidden coming to light. So the universe is orchestrating something behind the scenes for you. And I say that because change is upon you right now, and you've got the Judgment card twice, which means your guides are signaling that something is coming in for you, something that you've been calling out for. It is about to be delivered. So do not fear, do not worry. Your call is answered. And as you can see there on this particular Moon card energy, this figure is on a boat, okay, and it's choppy waters there, and the tide is taking this person towards the light, but also there's a staircase. So I feel here that there's two paths, again, that you are navigating right now, whether it's second streams of income, whether it's you're trying to spend your time between your family and also have your alone time, whether it's that you're trying to start up different projects, or you're just trying to get variety, because it is the spice of life. I feel balance is going to help you this month, but I would say temper your fears or your anxiety and live in the moment. A lot of you are trying really hard to find presence of mind in order to live in the moment there. And some of you may have even picked up books that are there to help you take control or command over your thoughts, to silence the inner critic there and shift any negative self-talk. Because I feel a lot of you tend to be really hard on yourself. So you put extra pressure on yourself. So I feel like you are trying to be kinder and more compassionate to yourself too. Now, of course, the Moon card is all about dreams, and a lot of you are trying to romance your life, okay? But what I see, because it is in the resistance position, you're also looking at people or situations that drain you, even food substances, okay? So I feel like you're looking across the board at what pushes your buttons, because you also have a 7 of Swords there. Now, with this card, it's like you may be seeing someone in a different light, or they display some sort of unhealthy behavior that you're not really happy with. So I feel like you may detach yourself from this person briefly in order to kind of like protect your energy. Also, I feel a really honest, open conversation, because swords are all about communication. I feel like there's a potential here for a miscommunication, but it will be resolved. So I want you to be aware of that. Now, it says here, uncovering hidden fears. This card symbolizes the journey through murky and mysterious landscape of dreams, confronting illusions and uncovering truths. Now, you also have the 7 of Swords there, okay, and the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I want to say, and it may not resonate with everyone, but some of you may uncover a family secret in the month of October, or someone actually in your family says, well, you know that happened, and you're like, no, I didn't know that happened. So it could be something comes out that you were unaware of. I feel it ultimately doesn't change anything, but it's still something that you're like mulling over. It's on your mind, and it may challenge the way you think or feel about a person or a situation, okay? You will resolve this within yourself, but something could be revealed in the month of October. And again, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but some of you may actually be delving into your family lineage, looking at your family tree this month, and discover a relative that either you didn't know about, or someone who actually lives a little bit closer to you than you thought. I feel like some of you could be talking to like a family member who, it feels very much like you're discovering someone. So I feel, you could be reconnecting with a family member, or discovering someone who you've never met before in your family lineage, and you may strike up a conversation with this person as well. And again, they may reveal stuff about your family or your family lineage, or someone in your family that you didn't know about. And actually, I feel it's kind of nice to know these things, even if they are family secrets, okay? So we also have that Seven of Swords on a personal level, and of course this is about you not conforming. It's about you being very independent. So because there is so many kind of like change cards here, it can be that you feel that, yes, you're spending a lot of time with the people that you care about, but also you may feel like you have to go off and do something on your own, okay? You need to live your truth. You need to basically have the courage to go off and basically work on what it is you really want to work on, okay? When you get the Seven of Swords, this can indicate that, of course, you know, you're trying to resolve a diplomatic situation as well. So if you've been having some sort of conflict with a person or someone that you considered very important to you in your inner circle, I feel this is a period where there may be some harsh words or something that you discover that you're not happy with, but ultimately I see it being resolved later on, but it may cause a little bit of discomfort in the middle of the month. It just feels like an off-the-cuff comment, okay? But it sees you like acknowledging this person for who they truly are under pressure, because sometimes we say things that we really don't mean under pressure, but that's not an excuse. So this person needs to take accountability for their actions and their words, and I feel like both of you will find some sort of middle ground there. This could also be a boss or someone you work for. It could be that they say something that is out of character or just unacceptable, and you may need to find a mediator in order to resolve it as well. Whether that's a governing body like HR, please take it as it resonates. Now, the Seven of Swords, although it's in the resistance position, you know, at first, and this can actually be very positive. It can indicate someone making amends, okay? This could be like in a friendship circle or maybe in a partnership. You know, if you're in a high-level commitment with someone, it could be that tensions got high and basically there's been a bit of argument, bit of conflict there, because the Ten of Pentacles in the resistance position can indicate conflict. I feel like there is a peaceful resolution, like someone waving a little flag there or extending an olive branch. So I see an apology coming to you for something in the month of October. Now, Ten of Pentacles, some of you are worried about money. Okay, I got to lay it on the line there, but it will go into the upright. So this means that you are taking control of your finances, maybe a stricter budget. I see actually you're going to be able to save more money this month and also implement new money-making ideas to attract more wealth as well. I mean, your 11th house is hopes and wishes. So if you're wishing for money, you're going to get money. If you're wishing for love, you're going to get love. But also with the Judgment card, this means that some of you may need to be really honest with yourself and make a decision about what it is that you want. Some of you may even need to make a head over heart decision this month, but whatever decision you make, it will be the right one for you. And I feel there's nothing to worry about, okay? Sometimes we got to explore a path that feels, you know, unseen, that we're uncertain about. Sometimes we just got to go for it, launch and trust, because the Judgment card is trust in the process, surrender to your calling, and everything will come together. You are secure in your endeavors, okay? Now, of course, a lot of you are going to be more family oriented at the end of the month. So some of you could be traveling to see family or people that you consider your soul tribe. I see a trip there to people who are in your inner circle, let's put it that way. And also, some of you are with the Ten of Pentacles. It feels very much like you're focusing on increasing your knowledge to increase your affluence or find security. Some of you may even go into real estate, or you're looking at where you could like rent out your property, for example, in order to bring in some passive income there. So I feel like there's a lot on your mind financially of avenues that you could explore, because I feel for a lot of you, there's just a lot of cerebral energy around you this month where you're thinking about making some changes that are long lasting, but you're trying to see what is right for you, and you will make that decision. Don't make it in haste, and don't allow fear to govern the decision that you have to make, because ultimately everything is going to work out in your favor because you have that Temperance card there as well, okay? I feel there is a need for balance. Some of you are feeling a little bit out of sync, or you know, a little bit ungrounded, and I feel October is the month to ground you there. Now, also, it says here, awakening and rebirth like I literally said, rebirth energy here. It says this card symbolizes a call to a higher consciousness and a realization of one's true purpose as revealed in dreams. I would definitely say pay close attention to your dreams, but I do feel like you're going to be very productive and have this sense of purpose this month, and you really are a force to be reckoned with. I almost want to say that you are that tornado at the end of the month, that you are sort of gathering ground, you're gathering strength to make some long-lasting changes. Because if you think about the nature of a tornado, it is change, you know, it is a force that is reactive to its surroundings, you know. So I feel like you're gathering a lot of energy. Your death card there is change and transformation. So I feel like you're changing landscapes in your life right now, whether these are financial landscapes, relationship landscapes, personal development landscapes. I feel like change is upon you and nothing is going to get in the way of your path to make those changes. That's what that Seven of Swords is about, that independent energy. Now, sometimes Seven of Swords, it can be understood as lies or deception. Okay, I got to be honest with you there. But actually the history of the card, especially in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, which is the deck we kind of always go back to, the history of the Seven of Swords is someone doing something that tries to lessen a conflict. So like the figure is actually taking the weaponry from the army in the Seven of Swords here. I'll show it to some of you. Some of you already know it. If you do not know it, I will show it to you. But basically, the figure is caught in the act of removing the weaponry from the army, okay? And he has to do it in stealth mode. So whilst he's trying to find a diplomatic solution to a delicate situation, it looks like he's actually stealing the swords. But he's not. He's actually trying to remove conflict. So you may find yourself in the middle of something, trying to remove conflict, and then because you're getting involved in it, it can be a misunderstanding. So that's why I feel a lot of you are actually removing yourself out of something that has the potential to become something quite critical this month, if that makes sense. You may want to fast forward this bit while I find this Seven of Swords. A lot of you know what it already looks like. I thought I just went through all the cards. I seem to have passed it. Let me just go. There we go. There it is. Any card that is golden or yellow in the tarot is actually positive, okay? It can also indicate a logical response to a situation. And swords are all about logic. So it's like there's the army tents and this figure is saying, okay, you know, I don't want conflict. So let's remove the potential conflict here. And he has to move in stealth mode. And because he has to be quick, leaves two swords behind. But he's always looking back, which reminds us that he's intending to return to take the other two swords. So now he wants to actually find a solution which is diplomatic by talking things through, talking things over. So I feel some of you may encounter a situation like that, but also I would say a lot of you are very busy in the month of October. Don't go too quickly because there is a potential to miss something. And a lot of you, it could be something that needs to be paid, okay? So, for example, if you're someone who has a car, I'm just giving an example here, it may not resonate with everyone. If you have a car and you enter a zone where you need to pay, could be that you forget to pay, that you went to that zone, and then there's a potential for a fine. For some of you, it could be that, you know, you have like some sort of free subscription to something, like a trial period, and you know you love it, but then you forget about it, you forget to cancel it. Remember, the death card is all about stopping things. You forget to stop things, and then suddenly the contract rolls over and then you're locked into something. So I feel a lot of you are applying that kind of energy to your life in October just to make sure that your life runs smoothly, and also there's no distractions, but also no conflicts that are not your conflicts to get involved in. So I feel like you're removing yourself from the drama. But I will pull a card on this Nine of Swords for you because it is at the end of the month. And this can also be that you are identifying where you tend to tear yourself down when you're about to be very successful or do something really wonderful, okay? It could be doubt that is knocking your confidence in some way. So the Nine of Swords is to temper the inner critic and to really have a call to faith. Don't be thinking about what could go wrong. Think about all is well, what could go right, okay? So I feel like you're trying to approach the month in a really positive way, but sometimes doubts and fears, you know, they pop up for all of us. We're all human. So let me just pull a card on that Nine of Swords. So this can be you worrying about where you're dissatisfied with in life. Oh gosh, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I heard something that, you know, I'm not cool with the kids, right? But I think even that FOMO, I think that's really outdated. Fear of missing out. Okay, I just heard FOMO. Okay, random. But so it could be that you feel like you're investing a lot of your time into something, but could you be doing something else that you feel would be much more enjoyable? Some of you may be looking at the exchange, evaluating things right now and how they're developing. And there may be something that, you know, is huge, that is an opportunity that will transform your landscape. Doesn't have to be negative, but it can cause a little bit of anxiety. You know, also, when you're someone who is very successful, you get to a certain position and then you think, can I maintain it? And then you start to worry about maintaining it. So this is really about you looking at the energy, where you're putting it, and, you know, something that you have as a plan or something that you've been working on, you may see it's yielding small results right now. But actually, I feel like you are going to be very successful. Patience is required in this situation, and you're doing a great job. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are making life work, even though there are chaotic situations around you. So I feel like you are the force of change this month, and I feel it will yield results, okay? I also see some sort of new money coming your way. So this could be a benefit, a bonus, or some sort of compensation, maybe even some sort of residual from something that you did in the past. Now we've got the Temperance card. I would definitely say hydrate, okay, when you get this card, and especially since we saw the watermelon earlier. But the Temperance card is all about keeping balance. You know, life is an exchange. It's about riding the wave of life, because sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down, and that's just the way it is. But also, when you got the Temperance card, it means you're blending ingredients to make something else. Okay, so some of you are diversifying or trying to change something right now, and it feels like it's a hard slog. It feels like a battle, maybe even an inner battle there that you've had recently. But whatever it is, it's going to come good. It means that, you know, there's an energy here of harmonizing, of being in that flow of purpose, and that your heart is pointing you in a certain direction, and it will be rewarding. I see financial reward here for you. I see more of a personal reward. Also, I see a lot of energy here connected to your hopes and dreams and wishes. I definitely see some sort of good news or a call, important call or important meeting, or something being offered to you that you've been asking and praying the universe for quite some time, showing up for you in October. So I wouldn't worry about that. And I feel this is about planting roots, okay? I mean, for some of you, it could be, especially with the moon energy, you're feeling uncertain about the pathway ahead. You know, the world is in a very crazy and critical space. Some of you are feeling like that uncertainty. It's kind of feeding off all of the fear of humanity right now, what's going on right now. And I feel with that 10 of Pentacles, this is about planting roots, because some of you are preempting a storm. Okay, but remember, if we're preempting negative things, we actually attract more negative things. So just be a little bit mindful of self-prophesizing there. But the Temperance card, it kind of cancels it out. It says, you know what, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen, but have faith, because you've got the Judgment card there, which means you're protected in your endeavors. So if you're trying something new and it feels like you're uncertain about how it's going to go, know that actually you're going to make progress, make headway, and you're going to see results of all your hard work there too. Yeah, look. Following your heart, leading with your passions, even with a different deck, it's giving the same message there. The Death card, sudden changes, okay? But because it's in the protagonist energy, you're making the sudden changes, okay? It says here, passion, romance, crush, joy, fulfillment, pleasure, affection, loving, okay? Now, I would say there is someone here who has hidden feelings for you, okay? So just be mindful of that. If you're open to it, go for it. If you're with someone else already, then of course, you know, you'll have to do what you feel is the right thing for your situation. No judgment here, but I am getting energy that there is someone who's harboring hidden feelings there for you. But ultimately, this energy is all about you following your heart, reigniting your passion for life, your lust for life, but also it's about loving life. Your fifth house, all over. How can I have fun with this? How can I explore new avenues, new people, new experiences? The Death card indicates it's time to cut something out that hasn't been working for you. And it's a sudden removal. So you may suddenly decide, actually, you're not going to connect to a certain substance that you've been addicted to. Or it could be that, suddenly you get really serious and focused about your health. Suddenly it could be that you are stopping enabling behavior with somebody who has not been acting right in your life. It says here, sudden removal, clearing, separation, breakup, warning, abrupt, cutoff, and shock. Okay, so this is connected to your protagonist energy. So if you have had any sort of shock before you came to this reading, or a separation, or anything you're going through that has been really difficult and you've been struggling with, October is a month to recalibrate and get back on track. And, you've got the crossroads here. The Judgment card is the crossroads. It's about contemplating which path to take. But looking at your energy, I feel like you're taking two paths. It's like you get the best of both worlds. So it's all about direction this month and what you feel is best for you. It says options, decisions, choices, hesitation, multiples, impasse, evaluation, and deviation. So this can be that you are having a bit of a plot twist right now, exploring something else on the side that is going to be hard work, but rewarding. And it will take shape for you. We've also got work, fixing things, working on it, warrior, creation, and building. So I would definitely say that you're maintaining and sustaining momentum towards something that you are trying to radically change. Your hard work will pay off, okay? But it has been difficult. I can see that. But everything is taking shape now, as it should, because you're honoring your path and you're honoring your heart, and you are focused on your intention this month. And I would say I'd say there's two pieces of good information coming, or good news coming at the beginning of the month, certainly, but at the end, very end of the month, I feel there's something coming in that allays your fears and think, whew, that went as I really hoped it would, but I was a little bit nervous because it could have gone either way, but I feel it surprises you and it goes the way that you hope for, okay? So have faith. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune for you before we close. Now we've got the skeleton there, so that can indicate skeletons in closets. I already mentioned that about like family tree, family secret, something coming out there. It doesn't have to be family. It can be someone that is in your soul tribe that you considered that they were like family. Okay, it could be a secret comes out and you have to resolve it within yourself and make a decision on what you want to do with that. Ultimately, I feel there is a potential to resolve it, but it depends on what you want and what the situation is, of course, honoring your sense of value. Also, it's a Halloween thing, right? So it could be that you're invited to some wonderful Halloween events and you're going to choose which one is right for you. Maybe you're trying to choose an outfit that's right for you right now as well. Could also be that you're looking forward to Halloween or Samhain. Some of you may even book a reading, a tarot reading for that period. And I feel there's something in there that they may mention that may trigger a fear within you. Don't allow it to become something bigger, okay? I want to be very clear about this because I see that there's nothing to worry about, okay? You've got the card of temperance, like be measured in your thoughts regarding this. But actually, I feel a lot of the good things that they tell you is actually going to come into fruition for you there as well, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Gemini. Very complex, may not resonate for anyone really, but I have to honor the cards that come out and the energy that's channeled towards me. So I have to be really honest and open there, whether it resonates or not, because I'm not just going to tell you something that's not there. I have to act in truth with all my readings. So I hope there is something that resonates for you. And if it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini, and love and light.